there's no way I could have lung cancer at 29 years old, let alone stage 4 metastatic.
So I'll be brave if you're brave.
My earliest symptoms probably started over a year before I eventually got my diagnosis. And I was transitioning from being a professional baseball player into coaching, and I had entered into graduate school, and I was just starting to have some weird shortness of breath. I wasn't active every single day like I was when I was playing, but I was still very active. I was running 3-4 days a week, exercising routinely. And it wasn't until I finished graduate school in early 2017, I moved back home. I had just taken my first job when I felt something in my neck area that was new and unusual. So I went and got it checked out. And to like Leah's point, I didn't have a primary care doctor. I was 28 going on 29. And that's really what caused my delays in going to see someone. Ultimately, I went in to get to an urgent care to get it looked at and was told, hey, you're young, you're healthy. This is nothing. This is bronchitis. So they did an x-ray, sent me on my way. The meds didn't work. So I was sort of scrambling again after that. I didn't have a primary to go back to. I didn't have anyone. I didn't think it was as urgent to go to an ER or anything like that. So I went to an ear, nose, and throat doctor, and he did another x-ray and said, no, actually it's pneumonia. And so rinse and repeat. We repeated this process every month for about 7 months. Next it was an ultrasound, and then it was blood testing. And ultimately it wasn't until probably, about 7 months from the first time I walked into an urgent care to the time that I eventually got my CT scan. And I remember leaving the imaging center and my phone ringing like 10 minutes after I left the imaging center. And I got basically told that there was some insane stuff going on in my body. So, I think it's very normal for, to hear these types of stories and delays in care because, lung cancer is the great master of many things. So, a lot of the symptoms I was having were similar to that of thousands of other things. And I remember I was told at one point I had sarcoidosis because there's no way I could have lung cancer at 29 years old, let alone stage 4 metastatic.